The beautiful Rapa Nui, also known as the Easter Island, with its majestic moai, has long been a cautionary poster boy of the ecocide narrative. In short, according to this theory, the people that lived here used to have a large, advanced population, capable of building these huge lithic monuments. But due to overexploitation of limited island resources, the population suffered a catastrophic collapse, resulting in reduced population, unable to sustain the culture it once had. However, recent DNA analysis on inhabitants of the island over the past 400 years and comparing them to modern population of the island suggests that no population bottleneck ever took place. If there was any reduction, it was a 19th century South American slave trade that removed one third of the population from the island. The DNA analysis also revealed sometime between 600 to 800 years ago, South American genetics were admixed into the Rapa Nui population, resulting in an average of 8% to 10% of the genome of the people of the island today traceable to coastal South America. This admixture event took place at the very minimum 300 years before Europeans arrived in South America, suggesting that the Polynesians have traveled to and fro as far as South America in their voyages across the Pacific. These voyages are part of an expansion tradition that began from the Lapita culture 3,500 years ago, where early Polynesian ancestors set out in canoes or catamarans, settling as far as Fiji, Samoa, and Tonga by about 2,900 years ago. At this point, the expansion took a hiatus, with Polynesian culture experiencing a radical shift during this interlude, emerging considerably changed, gaining some new technology while losing others and resuming their expansion 1,300 years ago. This time reaching Hawaii, New Zealand, and of course Rapa Nui by around 800 to about 1,000 years ago. And evident from the latest DNA analysis, also reaching South America 800 years ago. But this finding is perhaps not surprising, as a host of other clues have long suggested a pre-European contact between South Americans and the Polynesians. Chief among these is the widespread use of sweet potato in Polynesia by the time European explorers arrived. Sweet potato is a plant native to South America. While this is not conclusive evidence of contact, as it is not inconceivable for tubers to float across the sea to colonize new land, the fact that the word for sweet potato amongst the Polynesian being similar to kumara, which is the same word in the Quechua languages spoken historically along the South American Pacific coast, strongly suggests contact between these two people happened. Other evidences include pre-European contact presence of chickens and turmeric in South America, which were indigenous to Asia. Now, coming back to Rapa Nui, the lesson we should learn here is to be careful with constructed historical narratives. While these narratives are helpful for us to make sense of our distant past, we should keep an open mind about the possibilities of these narratives being mistaken and be ready to change our stance if evidences emerge that challenge our traditional worldview.